I be riding around with a bad bitch.
Backpack Radio here with another one. KoolAzzUNC in the motherfucking building, man.
Silverbacks.
You feel me? The Silverbacks is here, baby.
What's up?
Shoot, man, I just want to kick it off by saying, tell them a little bit about yourself and where you from.
Well, I'm originally from Charlotte, South Carolina, a little small country town that's thriving right now. We got a couple of artists there, and we got clothing lines, we got females, got little hair things jumping off, and clothing and whatnot. But I moved to Fayetteville about 5 years ago. That's when I met my wife, and I was going to barber school. Shit didn't work out the way I wanted to, so I just decided to go back to my music. I seen the music scene was popping out here.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. So, how you came up with the name KoolAzzUNC?
Well, I had names in the day, back in the day, but I wasn't trying to put out that image no more. Since I'm old, I'm an old head, so you know what I'm saying? I kind of like feel like that uncle that pull up to the cookout in that Cadillac and give all the nephews 50 cents or a dollar or something. You know, everybody, that's their favorite uncle. The cool uncle.
Yeah, yeah, I was baby Chuck there, man.
You know, everybody want to be the king of rap and the god of rap. I'm just the uncle of rap.
That part.
You feel me?
So what had got you into it, into the rapping?
Man, I've been doing music since I was about 14. I started out with my cousin. We was, matter of fact, first name was, I was Solomon Black and he was Bobo Black. You know what I'm saying? And we were first contenders. And we started at right there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We was in high school. You know, we wasn't I wouldn't say the super popular crowd, but you know, we had our own little circle and everything. Everybody was into the music thing, and we just found love in the craft.
Yeah.
And I mean, and at that stage, I was lyrical. Like, I'm still lyrical, but I'm talking about, we would go to the library. I'm talking about with a thesaurus and a dictionary type. Talking like T.I. type shit.
Okay. Hell yeah, that's what's up right there, man. So, since you've been here, you said you've been here for like 5 years now.
Yeah.
So, like, how was the transition from coming from South Carolina to a whole North Carolina or the states kind of similar?
Man, it's still country, bro. Well, see, you know, I did 10 years in the military, so I've been around the world. And then I did civilian contracting too. For KBR and ITT, I was a fuel foreman. So I was on the site, like where the soldiers was at. I was the civilian embodiment that did all the work, the services that helped them keep going. So with that aspect, I've been a lot of places, and so I done fell in with different types of groove and music.
Gotcha.
One of my favorite places to live was Texas. I was a part of that whole Lil Flip versus T.I., Mike Jones era, you know what I'm saying? Slim Thug, Paul Wall, you know what I'm saying? And Pop Trump era. But so coming here, it was just another level. You know what I'm saying? It was another notch on my belt.
Got you. So, what are some of the goals that you would like to accomplish inside your rap career?
I want to use my music as a positive basis. Cause see, I'm in the process of starting a nonprofit called Sons. And that stands for Surviving Over Negative Situation.
Ooh.
So I wanted, and see, that's the whole concept of the Silverbacks. Because, you know, the world got our mind frames on the point of being kings and the image of a lion. But when you see a real lion, what is he doing? When it comes to food, he's devouring smaller people. He lazy, he laid back. The queen go do everything. He got long blonde hair. I don't know about you, but I got black hair. Like a silverback. Peaceful, lived in the trees. Got a 3-ton impact grip, but eat nothing but fruit.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to push. And then, when you got a group of silverbacks together, we call troops. So you know what I'm saying? That's my whole image.
Okay. So what would be the message you would like to send from your music?
Be yourself. once you find yourself, you can find your direction.
True. Hell yeah, I fucks with that. Because, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to time in on that. Because when you do find yourself, you understand everything around you because you know what you like and you know what you don't like.
Exactly.
And that's the beauty about what you just said. You feel what I'm saying?
It fits in. It's like that final puzzle piece because you see your errors, you see correction spots, and you see improvement. And you can acknowledge it then because you know who you are. You know what your faults is.
Yeah.
So as long as you're looking in the mirror, lying to yourself, putting on that mask, that image every day, you're going to be lost. Because you're looking through another image, and it ain't even yours.
That part, you feel me? Yes, sir, man. So, any new projects you got coming out?
Yeah. I linked up with Greedy Boy Records, and actually that's how I met my other two partners that we started the Silverbacks. And so we got some projects we putting out. One of the first things we're gonna do is a mixtape, but with the concept of since everybody doing videos and they got mixtapes now, we're gonna do a mixed video. So every track gonna have a video to it.
Okay.
They're gonna tell a story, but it's gonna be called R&B, and instead of rhythm and blues, rap and bullshit. But the concept is we going back using old school beats.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you, man. Yeah, I kind of figured that anyway because when I listen to your music, yeah. But I have a question though. I have a question before I leave my head. Deuces. Like I like your style on them types of beats. I want to know in the future will you have like more like music like that?
Oh yeah, I believe in because see that came from being in Texas. When they used to have their mixtapes chopped and screwed, they was on other beats, you know what I'm saying? That's how they did it. And I fell in love with that. And sometimes when you at the house and you listening to a song and that rest of that little beat play, you may rhyme something, you come up, you know, you joking around with the kids, come up with a little chime or something like that. And it'd be cool because you see somebody else take that same beat and give it a different concept.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, when I first started, like, my favorite rap group is Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's what started me rapping. You know what I'm saying? I love that whole story. I was a fanatic. I'm talking about how they went to California, knocked on Tone Low first, and then you know what I'm saying? Eazy-E ended up signing them and shit like that. But my whole mind frame, dang, I know I'm gonna try to thought. That's what Paul Mazar do to you. What were we talking about?
We were talking about I asked you a question about the soul. Deuces.
They're doing the music on the different tracks like that. So I love to see the different concepts on the same beat. And so when I was growing up, I used to listen to reggae, and you know, used to have a maxi single, and they have that same beat, but they have a different reggae song on the same beat, like the Murder She Wrote beat, and then they have like 5 different artists to do a different song on that same beat. So so that shit just stuck with me.
Got you, man. So this would be a good one right now. What are your top 5 favorite rappers?
Alright, Bone Thugs and Harmony, definitely.
Yep.
I love Andre 3000 and Big Boy, so I guess I'm gonna use them as a 2, you know what I'm saying, as a group.
Yeah, that's a group.
Okay.
That covers 2 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, KRS-One, Bun B, and Big Crit.
Okay. That's what's up, man. Shoot. So, what drives you to stay motivated on your journey?
I love music. Even my chase for the music and even the money value of it. I just want to be heard. I want to see what my music do to people, see how it motivate people. A project I've been working on my whole life, and I think it's gonna be like, when I finish it, it's gonna be my last project. It's called The Soundtrack to Life. Cause you think about when you watch a movie like in Disney movies and they bust into a song, like when you watch a regular movie, they play a song in the background. And you know, when you buy a CD, it's always track number 6 and number 7, your favorite CD track, and that's the track you play before you go doing, like you going to work, you got to hear this track. So my whole concept is to have an album called Soundtrack to Life, the perfect wake up song, the perfect before you smoke song, the perfect after you smoke song, the perfect rock. So that was the whole concept. So I ain't lived the whole full life journey yet, so I can't put it together.
I be riding around with a bad bitch.
Got you on that one, man. Shoot, so like, you know what I'm saying? I've been listening to your music, but I just want to ask myself though, man, when them visuals gonna be coming, man?
Well, see the way my checking and savings set up. Nah, man, for real though, God is good because I just came through a hardship, and I don't mean because this is my testimony. My family was homeless, you know what I'm saying, up until about 2 months ago, you know what I'm saying. And through being a veteran, I got housing and everything, and so now we stable, we got jobs, and so I'm building back. It's a real rebuild phase, but right now because of the assistance we got, I have the luxury to work more with my music and still carry on the job, you know what I'm saying? Everything taken care of, so nigga ain't got to stress, you know what I'm saying? So,
That part.
So, but I've been linking up with a lot of the people in the area, True Heart Productions and Also Talent. And
Yes, sir.
I'm supposed to link up with Also really to do one that in the ring joint that he doing now.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get up with Monte Harris to do the off the grid thing that he got jumping off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to start putting together a project together. I got some things, some surprises I'm about to bring out, so I want to make sure I got all my ducks in a row, you know what I'm saying, before I jump out there.
Hell yeah, I totally feel that, man. So what do you think about the rap culture today though?
Whew. That's the question I want. Hey, I'm about to do like, what's his name, Terrence Howard on Hustle and Flow, when he got ready to talk to students and like that cigarette. I just put that good job. The rap culture today is lost because it's only, the rap culture today is lost because the rap culture today is the life. See, when I was growing up and music first came out, the rappers rapped and who they was, DMX, Method Man, Wu-Tang, Bad Boys, whoever it was, they was who they was when we seen them on the camera. They cut it off when they went home and became whoever their alter ego was. But because we got social media presence and that whole climb that stardom through your camera and the videos, a person got to be that image 24/7. You got to go to sleep with your chains on. You know what I'm saying? With your grill in your mouth. It's a pull out, take it out. Nobody see you, you sleep. You know what I'm saying? You got to wake up as that person. You can't wake up as who you is. Because see, one thing about it is, if you continue to follow that persona, it's gonna take hold. Actors you see die all the time. Heath Ledger, when he played the Joker, it consumed him because he was portraying that image off-road. And so that's what the hip hop is. And so they got to be that image when they off. Because they think that's keeping it real, that's keeping it real. It's okay to say that you love somebody and you happy. No, everything got to be getting high, shooting and killing everybody. I got an op here. How you know that person really don't like you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My op is the sunlight. That 109 be killing the nigga out there when I do work, bro. And if I do got some ops out there, look, if we the same skin color and you don't wear a badge, let that shit go, because we got more things to worry about when we wake up and go out that door just because we black, bro. And I ain't trying to keep special on no nonsense. Cause I know I don't want nobody to lose some money. And I ain't sleeping with nobody wild, so I'm good.
Yeah. That part, man. So where you see your music career in the next 2 years?
Thriving. I got a plan so far. The key is to be patient, don't rush it. A lot of times when you think that door that's open is your doorway, no, sometimes it's just a window for you to just look to see what not to do. And I admit I made some mistakes a lot in my career, and some of them, I can't even say mistakes. They were choices that I decided to make to just, put my music to the back burner because my responsibilities weighed more heavy at that point in time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't do this. Some people, they just got to go for the gusto. You know what I'm saying? They don't care that the baby got the same diaper on for 3 days. I can't do that, But I know one thing for sure. If it's meant to be, God gonna let it happen. He didn't give me the talent for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are there any artists would you like to make music with?
Oh yeah, boy, I got a list, famous and on the grind.
How do you want to do it, man?
Let's see. Locally, I want to work with everybody in the field. That's my whole end game. I want to do a state by state compilation. You know, first of all, you start in the cities, and then all the cities put it together, and then the whole city, each city, the artists that make the mixtape, do one whole multi-track together.
Okay.
And then that track go on for the state. You know what I'm saying? And then it'll build like a album. And what this would be documented in history. So whatever music, whether you fall off the game, you give up rapping them, but you got something that shows that you was a part of this hip hop legacy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the whole concept that I want to do with it.
So how about the people that's famous? Yeah.
Definitely Bun B.
Surprised you say Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Because they ain't really together now, and I don't know how hard they're gonna be to get them together. I would love to do a track with them, but they in different directions. See, he's busy right now pushing his kids, so they got their own thing. But yeah, I would love to do one with Bone Thugs and Harmony. But the way I'm doing my music now, I want to Trade the Truth.
Okay.
Let me see, who else? Oh yeah, yeah, definitely 8 Ball and JG. They still in there kicking the world. I love 8 Ball and JG. I listened to them a lot when I was deployed. That's when I got on tour because the guy that was on deployment with me, he was from Alabama, and so he was all on that. He had everything: Alabama, Mississippi, David Banner. I want to do a whole project with David Banner. I want to do a project with David Banner and Big Crit together. Them doing my beats and back and forth on tracks.
Hey. It might be all this stuff.
Yeah. I don't really know yet because I haven't been a lot of the artists that I like really ain't doing the music now, and I don't know if they're still in the music, so it's just, and I don't be following this new crowd. I couldn't even tell you half the people. I think I know about like Lil Durk, Kevin Gates, but all these little Snippy, Snoopy, Snappies, I don't know none of them, bro. My son don't even listen to that type of music, so and it ain't because I force it not to, he just ain't interested in it. So, yeah. You know, like you know it through your kids, they be blasting it in the house and stuff like that.
You be like, who the fuck is that?
Nah, I don't.
Hey, so by being so many people in the industry, right? You know, how would you stand out from the rest?
That's a good question because this other artist from the Ville, by the name of B-Dot.
Yeah, I know you talking about.
Yeah, he told me, sometimes I pick his brain a little bit because, you know, we do the production stuff and like that. And, you know, I'm trying to understand the whole algorithms with the online stuff like that. And he told me that you got to find your fan base. And see, once you find your fan base, you'll know how to circulate your music. Because it's always somebody for somebody. Like, I mean, you like my music, that's why I'm here. So that's how I'm gonna stand out by my fans. I give my fans what they want. Once I put out a project and they how they take it, how they come back on it, the comments, the reviews, the sales from it, how it catapults into the, you know, where they go platinum, it is the single that they playing in it. Like right now, you can go to the club and they put on Pastor Troy We Ready, and the club gonna get crunk, you know what I'm saying? So if I got a hit like that showed me that's what my people want from me, so I just keep giving them that. But at the end of the day, this other artist I used to work with from Sumter, South Carolina, named Blaze, he told me, because I was having trouble one time in the studio trying to get my music because I wasn't feeling comfortable with my music. He was like, you got to remember, ain't nobody ever heard the track before until you put it out. So can't nobody critique you and say that ain't what it's supposed to sound like, because they don't know what it sounds like. They never heard it. You know, and so that stuck with me. So that's my whole topic before I write anything. Don't worry about it. Don't nobody never heard. Now I give them something they ain't never heard.
Mm-hmm. That part for real. So, what are key things to do when you're in the rap industry?
The number one thing is network. Yeah. If you build a good network, you're gonna have to be tackled and pressed down with the fee of everything. Because see, that's what keep a lot of people in the dark. Got to be able to have the bread to do this, the bread to do that. Yeah, it's gonna cost, but once you network, you don't know who there. You don't know who's ready to invest in something and see that you got potential and say, okay, yeah, I'll throw some bread behind it. So networking is number one. Number two, stay consistent.
Yeah.
If you start the same way you finish. Because that's the only way you're gonna get a whole 100% outcome of what you're doing. You can't let, just because it's not gonna be perfect. You can't let the start out because you stumble along the way, say, oh man, this ain't it. No, if you believe in something, you push it, you're gonna have to go through the knocks and downs. Don't it rain?
Yeah.
When you wanna cook out? You know what I'm saying? Ain't you just wash your car and then it just rain, or birds shit on it, you know what I'm saying? But you don't say, I ain't gonna never wash my car again.
No.
Exactly, so that's number two. Number three, back to what I talked about earlier, be yourself. People get being consistent and being yourself confused because they're both in the same realm. But you can be a consistent asshole, a consistent cowboy. But camping don't get you nowhere. So at the end of the day, you got to be yourself and you got to trust yourself. Yeah, you probably want to honor rides, you probably got that ride or die homie with you, but at the end of the day, you got to trust yourself. Because sometimes you don't trust yourself. You make mistakes that you kick yourself in the ass about, and you're like, damn, I shouldn't have did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't trust yourself. So that's the third.
For real. I like that shit. So,
I be riding around with a bad bitch.
So how long does it take for you to write a song?
No time. And then it too is dependent on the beat. If it's some fire, I'm done in like 5 minutes. That's it. And then if I'm doing hooks, you know, it depends on how live I get the hook. If the hook is live from the jump, yeah, like he said, 3. Cause I get that energy from myself, and then since now I done started doing a building style type rap, the rap I'm doing, telling the story, having fun with the music. That's the whole concept now. I'm having fun with the music. It's not a competition with me. I know I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't me being cocky. It's the fact that people like my music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got enough followers to prove it.
Shoot. So do you prefer to freestyle or rap?
If you'd asked me that 5 years, 6 years, maybe 10 years ago, it'd have been freestyle all day because I didn't write. You know, but when I wanted to start to make a really impact in music and have a story to tell, I started writing now. And now I find love in writing because it amazes me when I put the words together. And then when you put it together and you go back and you like, you know, like
you be surprising yourself.
Yeah, it's not even like I let my mind flow. And then when I'm writing it and then come back and read it, then you read what you wrote, then you really read what you wrote, you're like, oh, that really did go together like that. I love that concept. And I mean, that's before I'm even recording it. You know, it's just the whole writing phase. I love that now. I watched like a documentary on Tubi, and it was talking about Lil Nas X, Kendrick Lamar, and what's her girl name, Lizzo. And there's part about Kendrick Lamar. He sits in the studio on day. He has a day he go in the studio and he turns a beat on and he writes beat after beat in a notebook until he fill up like 3-4 pages. Just write. And that intrigued me. So I don't do it that intense, but when it comes to music, like I write and then I even go and write 2 different versions of a song. Like they have 2 options for the same beat.
Okay. So, any producers you would like to work with?
Right now, I'm working with DC at Right On Point Records. That's pretty much the only producer I'm working with right now in the field. Well, as a matter of fact, with Greedy Boy Records, we supposed to be working with Kid QDH. But I really I'm an artist. I'm so like heavy into the artist part of it. Like I don't know producers and stuff like that. It's just been rap. So now I'm taking the chance to, now that I'm really trying to market myself, learning the whole music aspect of the game, finding producers, finding a good vibe, good beat. So like, you know, so I'm building my family slowly.
Got you. That's totally respect that, man.
I be riding around with a bad bitch.
So what do you love most about being an artist?
Being able to create music. When I hear people do music and I hear other people's songs, and if it's a song that catches my ear, I love how they came up with the concept. So I love to just take a raw beat and come up with a concept and then listen to it after you put that concept to it.
Okay.
So that's what I love about it. It's just the whole, it's like doing something, just like you have painters that like to paint, and when they step back and look at that finished paint work, they love that. That's what I like about it, the finished product of making something from just nothing. Because usually sometimes you don't even have a beat. Sometimes you come up with a concept in your head, then you find a beat to put it to. You know what I'm saying?
That shit be raw.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, damn, what is the perfect beat for that song?
Yeah.
Because there been times I've been like that. Well, I done did this.
Yep, exactly. You try to find that groove, and then sometimes you'll find that beat and it'll change the whole song. It'll be still the same word, but it go a whole different way. Yep.
Hey, hell yeah. I know exactly what you talk about, man. So what you love most about the North Carolina culture?
Everybody hungry. Since Texas, this is the first place I've been to that, like, when I first started following people that was doing music here, I was like, okay, they got a couple artists here. But then when I started following people and seeing these shows and going out to the events, and I'm seeing like, dang, that dude rap too. I just seen him in the grocery store, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? You're like, you lying, you missed the 3 rappers.
In the grocery store, nigga. Hell no.
Like, hey bro, I'm tell you so, ever since a nigga been able to eat better today, you know what I'm saying? I love to cook and eat. Matter of fact, I have a cooking LLC. It's called Raging Wings.
See, I ain't know that.
Yeah, I'm still in the growing process of getting it all together. Like I say, you know what I'm saying, I'm building back everything. But I hope to soon have a food truck, you know what I'm saying, jump in one of these food truck wars, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Show y'all how we do the wings in South Carolina.
That part, man. So, man, and speaking of that, man, any other things you like to do besides rap?
Cook.
Yeah,
I love to cook, man. I go to, that's my therapy sometimes. Sometimes when I'm like, have a lot of stress on the brain and I can't find no breather, I just go in there and start cooking. And once I start cooking, them scents get to me, and then I start creating, and that peace hit me.
That part.
Yeah,
especially that good ass smell, man.
Yeah.
That smelling good, boy.
Yeah, the smell, that good ass taste, and that taste hit me.
Yeah. But you smell it before you taste it, though.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? The smell get the brain going. It get to relax in there. So then the mouth start watering, you know, by then you be ready to taste
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got a thing for art. I started before rap. I was
something like painting art or
drawing.
just looking at art?
No, drawing.
Yeah,
I used to be kind of nifty with the pen and pad. I mean, I'm kind of nice with it. So I kind of fall back to doing that. I like doing the little on the tablet. You know, they got them coloring shits so you can use like the different graphics. But they have like, you know, when we were kids, we had color books.
Yeah, I know about color books.
Now they got digital color books, but you get all the tools like professional artists.
Oh.
Like it's one thing. It's a program called Procreate, and it's what the top like Pixar and all the companies like Disney use to make their movies. Like the commercials you see with all the little different logos and stuff like that. And so I've been following that. I want to get my hands on that program like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't know nothing about that right
now.
I got sophisticated for me.
I got ideas that might have a cartoon in the works, you know, you feel me? A black cartoon.
Hey, for real, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I feel that all day, man. Shit, the last black cartoon that we know that was out was Boondocks.
You know what I'm saying? Before that, PJs, you know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Yeah, so something of that nature.
You know what I'm saying? So somebody got to step in this bitch, right?
Yeah, the doors are always open.
Always.
You just got to walk through it.
You feel me? So what do you love most about your own music?
the finished product. When I'm just now getting to the point to where I can go listen to my music and get hyped myself. And I do a song and I like it, and people that be around and hear the song, I let them hear the song and they hype me up. But then I never play it again because I can't. It's like I didn't like my voice. But see, the voice that I got now, the silverback, the raspiness, it's because I growed into that voice with my age and everything. So I love it because it helps me either. I was telling my wife last night, I said, I used to rap for the lyrics, like making sure my words syllable on syllable rhyme through every sentence, like when you heard on what track you said that was? Deuces, yeah. That's how. But now I make my lyrics rhyme with the tone.
Yeah.
So it's like with sound now. So it's like I'm finding sound without sound. Like when I listen to a beat, you may hear the bass drop of the beat.
Mm-hmm.
I hear the other sound up under the bass drop. It's like the faint sound, and that's what I ride to.
Okay.
And that's how I fit into it.
Okay.
I'm like adding another instrument to the beat with lyrics.
That's what's up right there, man. That's what's up, man. Hey, man, you gotta tell them where they can find you at, man.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram at KoolAzzUNC. I'm also on Twitter at KoolAzzUNC. You can type in KoolAzzUNC, but my government gonna pop up Richard Easterlin on Facebook. I got a TikTok, but it's kind of lame. I ain't got into it yet. I'm gonna be honest with that. But I'm trying to work to that. I got one step at a time. I got to learn the groove with that right now. And you can also find me on YouTube at KoolAzzUNC. You know what I'm saying? You spell that KLLOOLAZZUNK. KoolAzzUNC.
Oh man, we lit, man. Backpack Radio.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I be riding around with a bad bitch. And I'm fussing in a bitch in the beer smoking on some good shit. Clutching on my 9, ready to take shit down. I'm riding around in my city. Baby girl gon' soft them titties. I'ma throw a couple $100 on them pretty little ass bitches. You already know how I'm getting it. Just keep it going, keep this coming. This little money throwing ain't nothing. I'ma run that ball, girl, I ain't punting. If you get in this car, we fucking. I ain't spoiling nothing. I'ma roll up and I'ma pour, but you suck good dick, you gon' leave with something.